Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Dunn. I am a Reiki master, a medium, a light worker, and an author. And today I would like to go over one simple question. Are you an empath? So if this is something that you were drawn towards and like, please subscribe and like this video. I'm just going to go through a few quick things I was feeling the need to go over today. So hopefully this is something that will resonate with you. Okay, so I was in meditation and I felt really guided to answer this question for you guys because I think there are loads of us out there that are actual empaths and we don't really understand sometimes what's going on. So let's get started. Basically, empaths are people that feel your thoughts and emotions, even when you don't, they're not reading facial expressions or physical body cues or anything like that. They actually can feel what you're thinking and feeling. If they're standing next to you in a room, and there is not one person in the room, they can feel that there was an argument that happened in the room because they're reading energy, not necessarily a person. They're reading energy from the person, but also from the room or anything else really. And so they experience these emotional highs and lows, and it's really difficult sometimes to distinguish if it's yours or someone else's. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. This is again why meditation is so valuable, because you need to be really close in contact with your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and to be able to really distinguish what is yours and someone else's. So some other traits of an empath is they are like little human lie detectors. They will pick up on anybody's lies right away. They know when something is simply off. And it may not be that the person is just outright lying, but they maybe not be telling the full truth because they don't want to hurt the person's feelings or they're worried about judgment, whatever. The empath will pick up on that something's off. Another thing is that sometimes in big group settings, a big store, a party, a group, a concert, anything like that, a empath sometimes will need a day or so to kind of be alone and to themselves, to almost detox from all the emotions that they were picking up from everyone in that space. And so it is valuable for an empath to, again, not only meditate, but recognize what is their emotions and what is someone else's and how to detach from them. So I'm going to give you this trick, empath, so pay attention. When you feel like your normal self and then you leave your house and then, by the time you come home, you feel like you are just an emotional hot mess, and it's probably not due to anything that you've done or your life, and it just doesn't make sense because you were happy this morning or you were happier 10 minutes ago, and now all of a sudden things feel really odd and off. So sit down and ask yourself, are these feelings mine? If they are not yours, they will almost vanish instantly. Once you make the connection that you are holding on to emotions that are not yours, they don't serve a purpose, they don't have a lesson because they aren't yours, they're not for you. You can let them go and you will feel better instantly. This is also true for picking up on pain. Empaths will actually feel pain. Let's say they are sitting in an office meeting next to somebody that has had a knee replacement and it's really bothering them. They will walk away and feel tremendous knee pain, and it's not even theirs, and they won't understand why. They didn't hurt their knee, they didn't twist their knee, they didn't fall down. So when you feel unusual pain that makes no sense because you've never had an injury there before, ask yourself again, is this mine? If it is not mine, please, I want to cut ties with this, and I want to send love and light to whatever area I pick this up from or whomever I pick this up from. But I'd really like to do like a quick little cleanse. Now, it's not that you're going crazy. It's just that you are so sensitive. And believe it or not, most empaths actually have spiritual gifts. Most of them have healer qualities that they just haven't discovered or don't understand yet. And so what's happening is that person's pain or worries or anxieties see that you are an empath, you are a healer, and your energies start communicating, and then you may not know or have the skills yet or understanding of how to help them, and it may not even be an appropriate time to do that. If you're in an office meeting, you don't want to pull the person aside really quick and be like, hey, you may want to come in to see me for some Reiki to heal that knee. Although that may be quite impressive, there's a time and place for everything. And so empaths, you are communicating to their energy, and you are picking up on the fact that they need some type of healing. And so it's very normal, but it is not okay for you to hold on to these hurts and emotions and pains and things that are not yours. It just makes you feel like you're going a little crazy. And quite frankly, it's my opinion, not clinical by any means, but it's my opinion, a lot of people that suffer from social anxiety actually are empaths, and they're just in situations where they are flooded and inundated and overwhelmed with emotions and thoughts and feelings that don't make sense to them because they aren't theirs and they don't know how to deal with them. It makes them feel a little crazy and they have these high emotional ups and downs. So, if this is sounding like you, empaths, I'm giving you some cool tips and tricks so that they're very easy that you can kind of start working on and see how it goes. Let me see. I wrote down a couple few things during my meditation as well. Empaths, you may attract weirdos. Okay, I mean that with total love and light. But sometimes you attract strange or odd people. Again, they're lost and wandering and they're looking for light. And believe it or not, you are a little bright light to them. And so sometimes they will seek you out for advice. Now, besides the weirdos, you will also be sought out for advice from friends and family. Again, they know you have this insight or wisdom or bigger picture view. And they really go to you for advice because they respect it and they see that there's just something that you sometimes understand on a different level than they can see at that moment. And so don't be surprised if you are sought out for advice as well. Empaths also treat their pets like people. You'll treat your plants like people, your crystals like people, and you'll even name inanimate objects like your car, other things. It's because you recognize that absolutely everything is made up of energy, which means there has to be something that it provides and offers to you because it's simply in your environment. And so you send it love and respect. And so naming your plants is a kind of respectful, loving, and endearment way to recognize that everything has energy and it affects you in a positive or negative way, or you have a symbiotic relationship where it helps to remind you to ground yourself or things like that. So it's very normal for empaths to almost be compassionate about things that even seem odd, like an inanimate object. Let's see if I have anything else left for you. Empaths also seem to love, almost over love and unconditional love often. And that's part of our gift. We know what love is because we feel it so strongly from so many other places. And sometimes we love others unconditionally, which is a lesson for them to really understand what real, true, unconditional love feels like. But I will say, empaths, sometimes we love so much that we end up depleting ourselves. So this is another unfortunate quality of an empath. We will overexert ourselves, overgive ourselves, our time, our energy, our love, and it leaves us feeling quite depleted. So it is okay to set boundaries, empaths. Please set boundaries for yourself. Know that if you are giving so much of yourself and not getting anything in return, that should be a time for you to recognize and set a boundary and just say, this is how much I'm willing to give of myself for this person or this situation. And at this moment, then I no longer want to give myself, give my time and energy and attention to that thing in particular because it is no longer serving me and it's starting to now drain me, which is not fair. All right, so I think I went over everything I had scribbled down in my sloppy handwriting here during my meditation. So empaths, please continue meditating. Recognize and ask yourself that question. Ask yourself, is it my pain? Is it my emotions or thoughts or feelings? Know what is yours. Do your meditation, do your work on your chakras, work on any past issues. And the more clear that you can become, the more help you're actually going to be able to provide to other people. Also, if you do feel like you have spiritual gifts, please go find them. I am a Reiki master. I do teach classes and do one-on-one sessions, but there's plenty of people out there that do, angel type healing, Reiki healing. There's so many different things, even card readers or, any type of light worker. There's so many cool things out there. So just start investigating, poking around and seeing what really resonates with you. And if you really feel like drawn to something in particular, read up on it, find somebody that you can ask questions and they'll answer things for you and stuff like that. So I hope this was helpful. I was just really guided to do this today. It was just kind of a real impromptu thing. So if this is something that you enjoy, there's going to be other videos, especially ones that are more channeled messages, kind of like this one, coming up here soon. So please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Love and light, my friends.